Okay, here's our video today, silver in wound care. And silver has been used in wound care going back to ancient Egypt, ancient Rome. They have used silver foil for wounds and burns. So it is an effective remedy, but I'm not endorsing it. Just, again, not a health video. Just talk to your doctor if you should be using these silver products. They do have silver creams out there on the market. But again, you make sure you talk to your doctor. But anyway, on silver itself, though, silver is the most conductive metal. It's the most electrically conductive metal. So it could transmit electrical current with a higher efficiency than any other element. In other words, it could bring more power and less waste. It's very efficient. And copper is number 2. But we use copper in our house because it's much, much more affordable, right, than silver. Like I said, silver has been used in wound care going back centuries, and we'll talk about that in the video. So the silver that's used, and you have to use silver ion. So let's get my pen going. Silver ions. And an ion is just an atom, it's an element, that has more protons than electrons or vice versa. So for silver, by the way, silver is argentum. That's why you have an Ag here. And then you'll see a plus sign. Plus means it's an ion, and the plus means it's a positive ion. So normally, and I'll bring up a Bohr model of silver. All right, so here's silver or argentum, and it has 47 protons. So normally, if an atom is stable, if it has no charge, it will also have 47 electrons. That's how it normally works. But if there's one more proton or two more protons or so forth, or more electrons, then it will be an ion. If there's more electrons, it will be a negative ion. And if it's more protons, it would be a positive ion. And silver ions are the ones that we're talking about, that is, for wound care. So what happened with the silver ion, we'll say Ag again with the plus sign there, is it lost an electron. So you can't see the electron here, but an electron would leave. And if an electron left, now it has 47 protons, 46 electrons. So we'll say 47 protons, 46 electrons. Now it has a charge to it. And that's the charge that's going to kill the bacteria. And what it does to bacteria, and let me just bring up a bacteria. So it's going to interact with the cell membrane of the bacteria. And basically, if it breaks that apart, it will kill it. So let's look at some of the things it could do. So here's the silver ions here, and here's the membrane. Let's get our pen going. So there is the membrane. Remember, all our cells have cell membranes too. And the silver ions, again, Ag plus, these silver ions with a charge could break that cell membrane apart, basically just killing it. Now, if that didn't kill it, the silver ions can also go inside. As you can see, they're going in here in this area, and they can disrupt the respiratory system, and they could stop it from making energy, especially the energy that we also need and every living creature needs, ATP, adenosine triphosphate. So silver ions could stop that cellular respiration from taking place. And of course, the other thing it could do is, this is the DNA of the bacteria. It could make the DNA unstable. They could break it apart. And when they do that, they can stop it from replicating. So there's three avenues of attack here, and each one could just kill it. So again, just reviewing, we have, again, destroying the cell wall, of the cell membrane, that is, and breaking apart, breaking inside, and causing problems with the respiratory system, stopping it from producing cellular respiration and making ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and also from interacting with DNA, causing it to stop reproducing. So a question is, well, if it could destroy cell membranes of bacteria, well, what about us? What about humans? Well, in low doses, silver has a very low toxicity to humans, but it has a high toxicity to bacteria. So our cells, you have to remember, our cells are much bigger than bacteria, all our 30 trillion cells. And so but in high doses, silver can be damaging to us, but the amount for any wound dressing would be very small. And here's another picture. You're seeing those silver ions breaking apart the cell membrane and entering into the bacteria, damaging its DNA and stopping it from performing cellular respiration. So any skin care products, any silver wound care products, that is, should contain silver that is a concentration below 1%. And they're out there. So make sure they are below 1%. Make sure you contact, not conduct. You don't want to conduct your doctor, but contact your doctor if you're thinking of using these for wounds or infections. So that's our video today.